Welcome back to Talk of the Town. You know, every relationship has its ups and downs. How to get through those rough patches before things reach the point of no return is something we want to talk about today. Clinical therapist and couples counselor Maxcia Lizarraga is going to be here with us today, talking about how to decrease the divorce rate one marriage at a time. That's her mission. She's here with some tips on how to strengthen your marriage. And it's great to have you with us.
It's wonderful to be here today. Thank you so much for having me.
So you're a specialist in mindful marriage. What does that mean to you?
Well, mindful marriage, it's really the opposite when you think about having a mindless marriage,
right,
where we're not connected, we're disconnected, and it's being present in the moment and really working to have connection in your marriage. For example, in a marriage we're either connecting or disconnecting. So the idea is really working on being present.
Yeah, a good marriage doesn't just happen,
No,
does it?
it really doesn't.
All right, let's talk about some of your tips. You know how to get married, throw a big wedding and all that kind of thing, but most people don't know how to stay married. How do you do that?
Well, I think the whole idea is really looking at marriage from a spiritual vantage point. We get married for the qualities that we see in someone. For example, kindness, the importance of really being kind every day. And one of the things that I really try to work with my clients to do is identify what are the kind qualities that my husband or wife appreciates and make sure that I do them every single day. It could be something very simple, like getting coffee in the morning and putting it by the bed, or being considerate if our husband or wife is a little bit grouchy in the morning, making sure that being kind to them is maybe not talking, giving them a little bit of space for a while, but it's having that in mind.
Another tip is that what your spouse doesn't know can hurt them.
Yeah, I think the whole idea of not knowing is we think we want our mate to be a mind reader.
Oh,
this is very, very
He
common.
should have known that.
He should have known,
Yeah.
but in reality, we're not mind readers. So I think the idea is really being able to be clear with what it is that I need, what I want, and be able to state it. And when we have issues, which every couple has issues, we want to be able to say, when is a good time to talk? We need to talk about this, but as soon as we say the talk word, it's like the eyes roll in the back of the head. Oh my gosh, not again, what have I done? Or what do we need to talk about? I think the idea of being considerate and saying, this is something we need to discuss, maybe schedule a time to do it. Not in the morning before someone's walking out the door to go to work, not before going to bed. So the idea is really saying, when is a good time, and then planning it for maybe 15, 20 minutes. And this really relieves a lot of the pressure if we schedule it.
Yeah. You mentioned kindness before, and that's one of the tenets of your mindful marriage.
Yes.
What's the power of kindness?
Well, you know, kindness is really the power and the glue that actually holds a marriage together. If we think about kind, when we first were attracted to our mates, a lot of times it was that kindness. They're so nice, they're so gentle. So I think that when we look at long-term marriages, most of them have a real strong sense of kindness in that exists in that relationship.
We get a new chance every day to do things right. And how you start really matters.
Exactly, exactly. And what is kind to me may not be kind to my spouse. So it's really having conversations and noticing what means the most to you. But having open communication is crucial. And those are connectors, because marriage really is about maintaining, nurturing close connections. We're wired to connect.
Your fourth point is about how to start the day off, right?
Yeah.
What's the best suggestion for that?
Well, you know, it's interesting because then again, I think reflecting as a couple and being in tune with what is it that means the most to my spouse. Sometimes it's simply bringing coffee to them, or it's making sure that never ever leaving the house without having that sense of connection, a hug, a kiss, something that says, I care about you. And eye connection, we think about being mindful, it's using our entire spirit. So I think that those are really important things to do.
Great things to think about. Thank you so much. We appreciate
you
you being with us. If you'd like more details, you can go to a workshop that Maxcia is having. It's on August 27th, or 22nd rather. We're going to link you to mindfulmarriage.com to find out more about that.